Okay, so here I'm plugging and making sure my Xbox controller joystick works. Gonna plug it in. I feel some vibration. Gonna go into Windows, devices and printers. And my controller shows up here. Alright, my controller shows up right here. Right click, game controller settings, controller Xbox One for Windows. Go to properties. You get this dialog box, and you can see my joystick is working. I think we see that. Joystick works. POB, buttons, things like that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this build of my Xbox mock Doorgun joystick. Hopefully this is something that can be achievable for most people. Doesn't require any soldering, just some 3D printed skill. Gonna be 10 pieces to print. So you have a little joystick. You got whatever this piece is for the right side. So we're gonna assemble this together. And following this guy's YouTube video, what is his name?
Be able to print them in one go.
Akaki. Basically, this design is from originally I'm remixing a design of Akaki, who made a 3D printed hotas for the Xbox controller. So basically 10 pieces. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to follow Akaki's YouTube tutorial on how to assemble, but with my remix with the Doorgun. So this is the Doorgun. I'm excited to hear that Polychop has a potential fix for the minigun slew that seems to be limited on DCS when you map to a joystick. Okay, so I have the parts. Let's see what he starts with first.
So you just take all these parts and click them together. You attach the...
Okay, so he's attached this piece. Let's see.
Click them together.
Okay, so it's gonna be... Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay, I remember this being a little tight. Hopefully not too tight.
So you just take all these parts and click them together. You attach the base to your controller, then this shaft.
Okay, so this is going to be a little tight. here it goes. It's going in. Okay, it's going in. Alright, it's snapped in. Give it a little some pressure. Alright, so this one snapped in. So far, so good.
To your base.
Alright, next.
You attach the base to your control.
Okay, now he has this thing of a bob. I think you kind of like do it from an angle and then they'll turn over. Pretty cool. Alright, what's next?
Then this shaft piece to your base.
Okay, now he's added the shaft. I wish I had added that earlier. Okay, it went in. Did I put it the right way? Darn, I put it the wrong way. Okay, so this notch rubber band situation is what goes in first. Okay, there we go. Not bad. A little rough around the edges. I guess in time it'll kind of smooth itself out. Okay.
You snap these linkages together and
Okay, now he's snapping the links.
snap.
Okay, video's kind of going fast. Okay, so that snaps in first. Not sure which side is. Okay, so ran into some technical difficulty. I guess these little socket joints are a little tight. I ended up using some nippers just to like open it up. You know, just be careful you don't crack it too much. Just so then the little ball elbow can go in a little better. You know, I did it here too. You know, it's supposed to snap in, but it's not really snapping in. So now I gotta and then I also did it here. I kind of like nipped it, so it kind of like has some gap to stretch. So this is the left hand side. I made these holes because at the end you have to mount it to a flat surface that's going to be vertical, because obviously the door gun has to, you know, move up and down, left and right. Obviously it's, you know, if you set it flat, it's just going to end up being a joystick. But, you know, we want some kind of door gun control. Okay, so go ahead to snap in. You know, for the most part, this bottom part should snap in here. Let's see. Come on, snap in. Little tight tolerances. Okay, here it goes. It's going in. Let me snap it in. I think it snapped in already. Okay, I try to push it, put pressure to one side so at least it sits in so that it's not like bending out, because at some point it might crack. Again, this is not my original design. Oh, we could fit. Did I put it right? Okay, yeah. So this would go on this side. There it goes. Nice. So again, this is gonna be holes to mount it on a vertical space. All right, now that these are printed, we'll continue my build. Okay, so snap in here. Hopefully it goes in. All right, it went in. Perfect. Next. I think it goes like that. Maybe I should put this one first in here. Crap. Hopefully it doesn't break. Yeah, already kind of feeling tight. Don't want this to break. Tough. Crap. Okay, it went in. It went in. Jeez. Jeez. That was a little tough. Now this part. Okay, it snapped in good. We're almost there. Now the little joystick. Okay, it's recording. Okay. How to do this? Okay. Should I snap in now? Okay, it snapped in. It snaps in good. Okay, now I'm gonna snap the 360 controller in here. Okay, it's kind of going in. Hopefully it does not crack. In you go. Rotate this a little bit here. Well, I have to rotate it around. Here we go. All right, it's in tight. Look at that. Look at that. So now the final piece. Seems like it's so big you should just put this upside down. But I'll leave it up to you guys. So now you put the door gun. I think that's all it's gonna go. It was supposed to go in a little more. Let's see. Don't want to end up breaking this. There we go. Okay. Now it's in all the way. Here you have it, the Doorgun joystick. Unfortunately, the little slew is a little limited, but that's what we got. So we're just setting up this Xbox controller here. My modded for with the Doorgun. Got my drink here. So today's video, we're gonna set up this 3D printed mock Doorgun adapted for the Xbox controller. We're gonna be setting it up for the CH-47 Chinook. So first, we want to make sure that the Xbox controller works with Windows. So I am gonna go into Control Panel, Devices and Printers, find my Xbox controller, go into its properties. Here we have, let's see if I can bring this up. Xbox controller for Windows. Right here. And this is the controls. So I'm gonna move my joystick around. I see it works. What is this Y rotation? Oh, okay, I see. Wow. So looks like we're gonna be dealing with the X rotation. So this is my left and right. Yeah, let me see if I could bring the Xbox controller into view. So it's not even the Y-axis. It is the X rotation and the Y rotation. So basically, slewing left and right works with the X rotation, and up and down is the Y rotation. As you can see, it's already. It looks like the joystick needs to be calibrated, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click. Let me zoom in a bit. So I'm gonna click on Settings, Calibrate. This Windows comes up. Trying to zoom this in. So I left it in the middle position. Can't even see my hand. Okay, I think that will work. All right, so I'm gonna set it in the middle position. Click Next. Find a center point, and then click Next. The axis calibration wants you to do the left stick, which is X and Y. We'll just move that around for the sake of calibration. Next. It's verify center point. Next. Okay, Z-axis. So I think Z-axis is the thumb triggers. So I'm doing the thumb triggers, but we're not going to use that in game. Okay, next. So begins our calibration. So we're going to slew left and right. This is as much as I go. Left and right. This is as much as I go. Click next. Then I'll set it as most as I could go to the bottom. Most I can go to the top. It's important because there's some play that's not being used, but you want to calibrate it in Windows. Click next, finish, and then if I want to just check, I just want to check the behavior of my joystick. So this is me slewing to the left, to the right, down, up. So now my controllers has been properly calibrated in Windows. I'm going to click apply and OK. I have to make a reminder to go to the CH-47 drop down, not the gunner station, but just make sure you clear out all your assignments for the Xbox controller, because especially the access commands, because obviously the controller will start doing stuff for the pilot position that you don't intend to use the Xbox controller for. And then secondly, under the special options for CH-47, let me zoom in a bit. So special options for CH-47, you're gonna change the gun menu, gun aiming method, gun aimed with controller only. So then the door gun will be decoupled from the player view. Click OK to confirm. Click OK. Now I'm going to go back to DCS. Start mapping. Okay, so first order of business. My suggestion is use the D-pad to move your position in space. So that would mean all right, so we're gonna map cockpit camera move left. We're gonna assign it to D-pad right. So it's gonna be opposite. You'll see in game. Okay, cockpit move camera right. We're gonna set a D-pad left. Okay, we're gonna need up and down. So cockpit move camera up. We're gonna use D-pad down, so think opposites. Move cockpit camera move down, and I'm gonna set it to D-pad up. All right, next we need to go forward and backwards, so we'll just set the X, the Y, and the A button. So back, cockpit camera move back. I would suggest Xbox controller Y. And then cockpit camera move forward, I'm going to suggest Xbox controller A. I'm gonna use my keyboard to fire the minigun since my 3D build is very simple. It does not have a trigger, so I'm gonna map. I am going to map. Where is it? Gun trigger, keyboard space. Space. So that's gonna fire the. That's gonna fire my door gun. Let's see. I'm gonna just click OK to confirm for now. Save my current mappings just so then I didn't lose any mappings if I made a mistake. Gonna go back in. I'm gonna go to UI layer. Where is the UI layer? Important. You, especially in VR, you might want to set a recenter VR headset. So my suggestion is I'm gonna map X and B together. So I'm gonna map recenter for button, the Xbox X button. I'm gonna add. So also I'm gonna map it to the B button. Click OK to done. And then lastly, we're gonna map access commands. Access commands. So now we have a gun left, gun right, and a gun up, gun down. So double clicking on gun left and right, I'm gonna move my Xbox controller left and right. So now Joy RX appears. Click OK to confirm. And then gun up and down. I'm going to move my joystick up and down. Up and down. And then Joy RY appears. Okay, we are in the game. So right now we have to access tune it because some things are not working correctly. So first off, left and right. We're gonna have to inverse the. We're gonna have to set an inverse for the output. So adjust controls. Go to CH-47 gunner station. Go to the drop down for the access commands. We're gonna highlight gun left and right. You're gonna hit down here, access tune. You're gonna get this dialog box. I'm gonna just select slider and invert. So let's see what's the behavior. Click OK to confirm. Let's do one axis at a time. Okay, so it looks like it's acting a little funny as a slider. Alright, let's not make it a slider. Axis tune. So I stand corrected. Just select invert. Click OK to confirm. Okay, that's a little more better. So you got left and right. Okay, so that's left and right. Now, under the up and down axis tune, my suggestion is make this a slider and set the saturation X to 50. Actually, let me try 60. Since this, since in game, the weapon doesn't point up. So once again, for the axis tune for the up and down, I'm setting the saturation X to 60, and I'm setting this axis as a slider. Click OK to confirm. So now I can't point up, even though physically it points up. Now I'm going to point down. So there I have it. So there I have it, my Xbox controller joystick. Fire some rounds. I'm using my keyboard key space. Hold on. Keyboard space. Okay. Trying to show all this at once. Okay, if you want to change your view, because obviously, you know, you want to orient your view. So this is where I map the move camera controls commands. So moving left, right, move it down, up. So hopefully the VR users will find it more intuitive. So again, this is my Doorgun joystick. Let's blow up whatever this vehicle is in front of us. Whoop, get some. Get some. Too bad this weapon doesn't point up. But there I have it. This is my Doorgun joystick for the Xbox controller. I'm pressing the space bar to fire. I'm gonna move into the ramp gunner position. I guess Edie is still working on this. I don't know why it has the third person view, but hopefully that gets fixed. I think this is more better than aiming with your face. Alright, out of rounds. In VR, of course. Alright, let's recenter this. Get some, get some, get some. Get crazy. Alright, so there you have it. Xbox Doorgun setup with use for the CH-47 Chinook. Thank you.